Hello guys, so if you don't know on how to jump and spike, then this video is for you. So first thing is I'm gonna teach you on how to properly position yourself on the beginning of rally and till the end of the rallies. So first is when you are like serving. So when you are serving and then they receive the ball and the ball like goes towards this side, then you have to position. The ball went to on behind the line or behind the jungle. Then you have to position yourself here, behind the line also, so you can help on receiving on this whole side. Because when you are using the set for receiving, then your vertical hitbox is bigger than diving, because diving is for horizontal hitbox like this. So if you use set receive instead, your vertical hitbox is much bigger. So you can help on receiving this whole side for two touch apes. So you just have to position yourself over here until their setter gets the ball. So when their setter is still far from the ball, then just stay over here for and just be ready for two touch apes from their third spiker or wing spikers. And the moment that the setter sets the ball, then just go towards here to receive deep cuts. Because when the ball is on here, oh wait, when the ball is on the front at line or attacking line, then it is possible to do deep cuts like this side. So you have to be ready for it and the hell? Position yourself towards here. But if the ball is like behind the attacking area, oh, if the ball is behind the attacking area, then it's impossible to do a deep cut. They're probably gonna do a long or middle spike. So you just have to help your teammates on receiving by positioning yourself like towards here or here. Just don't wander too much, bro. Don't go away from your position too far away. Just position yourself over here behind the jungle. So once we're done with positioning, so while playing in rallies, just keep in mind that if their setter doesn't have the ball yet, just position yourself behind this line, like over here or here. And when the setter sets the ball, just go forward, like over here. And you have to help on covering this side, which is Pandora or this side. So Pandora means behind the blocker. So if your blocker blocks here, then that means Pandora is over here. So you can help cover that by diving sideways. Or you just have to read the enemy. So if your blocker blocks middle, it is impossible for this is let's for example, let's say that your spiker is a right wing. So if your blocker blocks on the middle, it is impossible to do cuts over here or a cross cut. So just position yourself over here to cover for Pandora and middle. Because your blocker is blocking middle, so if they try to do a cross cut over here, then it's gonna get blocked by the blocker. So you just have to communicate with your blocker and tell him and just look where he blocks and just cover the open area. And next is let's go to spiking. So in spiking, there's a method called partial. So what does partial means? So partial is basically looking towards left or right side the moment you jump. Like after you jump, you look right or look left. So the ball doesn't go that far or it doesn't go out. So partially makes the ball or stops the ball from going farther. So let's for example is this is I don't partial with this one. So you can see that it goes out right. But if I partial, it goes in. It's same tilt by the way. It's the same S tilt. I'm using S tilt on both. So no partial, and this one is I'm gonna use partial. So when using Sanu, there's a special mechanism on Sanu tilts. So if you partial to the right, the ball glides to the left a little bit, and vice versa. If you partial to the left, the ball goes towards right side. Like for example, I'm gonna look on the outside of the court, right over here. See, I'm looking outside, and then I'm gonna hold S and then partial to the right, but the ball still goes in, right? It goes in. Oh my bad. See, it goes in. It lands on the line or near the line because the ball goes towards the left because I partial to the right. See? And vice versa. If you partial to the left, the ball goes towards right. See? It goes in. Even though I was looking outside. So how do you look for open spots? So let's start with the cuts. So when their blocker glides like this area is going to be open, so you just have to delay your spike because the right wing will probably just try to cover cross cut over here, so they can reach this side unless they dive like this, and their left wing is probably gonna just cover their straight cuts because they're gonna be afraid to be farmed. So what you're gonna do is just wait for the blocker to get past you and just do A tilt and partial. A tilt partial, bruh. A, A tilt partial. Because if you do W partial, it will go like so far. So if you wanna do W tilt, then just don't do partial. Don't do partial. You just do this. But I prefer the A partial because it looks faster and more deeper. So next is cross cut. So when doing a cross cut, what I like to do is look at this corner right here, at the jungle, at the corner of the jungle. Like for example, it's here. I'm looking at the corner of the jungle, right? And then I partial to the right. I partial to the right like this. So you can also do SA and partial less. Oh, I forgot to mention that if you do SA or SD, then you can partial less than just holding S. For example, this I'm holding S and you can see how much I partial, right? It's like 40 degrees or 45 or more than 45 degrees. But if I do SA or SD, it's not even like 40 degrees or 30, bro. See, I partial less, but it still goes in. If I do SA or SD tilt. But if I do S tilt and that partial, it goes out. So I have to partial more if I only do S tilt. So I hope you understand, bro. And if their blocker don't block, it just blocks middle. Don't try doing cross long. I mean cross cut. It's either try going for straight cuts or Pandora. Strike for Pandora because their Pandora is going to be open unless their right wing knows how to position or their libero covers it. So if, for example, if you spike once on the Pandora like this, if you spike once on the Pandora and their right right back row or right libero covers it, then next time that you get a set, just do cross long on the libero side. So because it's going to be open because their libero is positioned on the Pandora. So just always look for the open spots mid rally. So next is straight cuts. So there are three types of straight cuts. First one is the quick straight. The second one is semi delay, and the third one is full delay. Oh, I missed full delay like this. So quicks, semi delay, and full delay. Oh, my bad. Full delay like this. So the moment that you see your mirror or the guy in front of you pre-clicks or preset like this, the moment that you see them do that, then just spike because they're not gonna be able to receive that because there's a cooldown. You can't just spam like this because in game there's a like a 0.5 seconds cooldown or 0.7. So you just have to time it. The moment you see them pre-clicks and their hands go down like this, then click, just spike on them. Or you can, or if their libero likes to cover for them, if you delay, then next time that you do it is try to bait them by holding W. Act like you're gonna delay a cut, but at the last second is change your tilt and partial and go for long. Change to S tilt real quick and then partial. So like it's basically like this: W then S partial, hold W then S partial. So you're gonna beat the libero because the libero is going to think that you're gonna delay a cut over here. So they're gonna try to cover for that guy. But if you change your tilt last second, is this spot is going to be open, so you can spike over here. So that's about it. Oh, one more thing. Apes, two-touch apes. So when going for two-touch apes, make sure that the ball is high. Like if your teammate receives like around this ball, then just look at open sides and then just spike. Oh my bad, over. Just look for open spots like mid game and then just try to spike there. So when their third spiker, right, their third spiker is probably going to run around like an idiot or something because they want to touch apes. And then you're just gonna look for that open spot. So if their libero drags, then just spike on his spot. So you can have a free score. But don't do it too much because everyone hates monkeys, bro. Everyone hates apers. So don't to touch apes too much. Or don't steal and just when you have the possession of the ball, don't drag. I mean, don't go far from your position unless your center calls for like a uh for plays like their left wing decoy and that right wing will spike on left wing. Don't drag from your position and just let the your teammates do their own job and you do your own job. So just spike on your position if possible and just receive on your position as well. And try to cover for Pandora. So if you master all that then you'll become the best wing spiker on Asia. That's it guys.